Well, I think that Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is my personal nail in the coffin when it comes to Disney parks, at least for the near future until they get their shit together. Guys, I am beyond frustrated. I just the script has been flipped completely and utterly on the screens versus practical effects. Universal used to be a literal running joke for how much they would use screens. And you know what Universal did in response to said running joke? They built the fucking Indominus Rex. They built the Secret Life of Pets ride, which has a cavalcade of animatronics. They built the Jurassic World ride in Beijing, which has some of the most advanced animatronic work in the fucking world. Disney, what are you doing? You have a Spider-Man ride in California Adventure, and Tom Holland is just a fucking Pepper's Ghost screen. It's just screens. Like, when is the last time that Disney even made an attraction that was centered on animatronics? I genuinely don't even remember. I mean, it's probably, honestly, probably the Shanghai stuff. But stateside, genuinely, when was the last time that we had a big e-ticket attraction that focused on animatronics, that focused on practical effects? This is fucking ridiculous. Disney is price hiking the hell out of everyone. They are cutting services. I don't need to go back over that. They are offering an inferior product right now. All the perks that Disney used to offer are pretty much gone. I haven't been to the parks lately, but I assume that the live entertainment is not nearly as robust as it used to be. I know a lot of them got cut entirely because of COVID. This is ridiculous. Disney needs to do better. They need to do better. I have been a lifelong Disney Parks fan. My name is Tiki, for Christ's sake. I obviously got that name from the Tiki Room. Disney and Disney Parks are in my bloodstream. But man, I just can't support these parks anymore. I really can't. I mean, is there a part of me that wants to go back to Disneyland just for the nostalgia of it all? Sure, there always will be. But as far as just the price hiking, the incredibly lackluster attractions that they have been opening up, I'm so underwhelmed. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It's really the nail in the coffin for me, specifically because I do have a Florida trip coming up in September. And, I thought the timing would be good. Like, hey, I haven't been to Epcot in a while. The last time I was in Florida, I mostly did Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. So, it might be good to do an Epcot day, even if the park is kind of under construction. I always love the World Showcase, and the World Showcase is fine. Plus, they have Ratatouille. But yeah, no. Genuinely, I think it's fucking ridiculous that there's not even any animatronics in the queue for Cosmic Rewind. Like, Disney, you have that rocket animatronic in California Adventure. Why can't you? Disney, you're obsessed with cloning everything else. Everything else nowadays is a goddamn clone. You can get pretty much virtually the exact same ride experience on a lot of their newer rides from coast to coast. Galaxy's Edge is so much of a clone of itself that it's honestly kind of unnerving walking through the Hollywood Studios version and being familiar with the Disneyland version, because you're literally just like, I'm in California right now. There is no effort. They are just, it's literally like they are copy and pasting stuff. And yet you can't copy and paste the fucking rocket animatronic from the key. Folks, I will give this an asterisk. I will give this one asterisk, all right? When I found out that there wasn't any animatronics in the queue, I didn't even bother watching any videos in the queue. For all I know, there is a good pre-show with Peter Quill name dropping classic Epcot attractions. Good for you, Disney. Good for you. You know your Epcot fans. You know what the Epcot fans like. You know that Epcot fans are obsessed with the attractions in the past that were very, very heavy audio animatronic focused. And what do? You slap us in the face. You slap us in the face. Because what the hell is Cosmic Rewind? Like, genuinely, what the hell even is Cosmic Rewind? It's an innovative spinning coaster. Because, guys, did you know that spinning coasters didn't exist until Cosmic Rewind? There's no such thing as a spinning coaster before this. Like, genuinely, what the hell? Like, I understand that they're marketing this as an omnicoaster and that it's supposed to, like, the point isn't really to be, like, thrilling in the spinning. It's more so to kind of, like, show the vantage points. But fuck, what the fuck vantage points? Literally, the whole attraction is just lights and screens and more lights and more screens. I just don't know. This is fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's like there's barely any atmosphere. I mean, it's like from the ride videos that I have seen of this thing, and also from people who have posted their thoughts online, this thing is basically like a more thrilling but less immersive Space Mountain. In the fact that it's essentially just a big fucking roller coaster ride in a dark building, but it's less immersive than Space Mountain because everything is lit to shit and you can totally see the track the whole way. And what is the point? Like, what are we doing? Good job, Disney. You just built a giant roller coaster in a fucking box. That's what this is. That's what this is. Expedition Everest is essentially a coaster. That ride doesn't even have any working animatronics in it. But you know what Everest does have? It has oodles and oodles and oodles of atmosphere. Now, I'm not saying Disney needs to build a fucking mountain. Obviously not. A mountain obviously wouldn't even fit into Future World. It would fit into World Showcase. Great. Disney, hint, hint. Mount Fuji coaster. That would be wonderful. Oh, but I'm sorry. We're not going to get the Mount Fuji coaster or anything like that because it's not connected to an IP. It's not connected to a fucking character that they can market off of because fuck originality. All we want is characters. All we want are people, are things that we can see in Disney, on Disney Plus, in the parks. It's just a giant corporate advertising machine right now. That's what the parks are. The parks are basically existing to push Disney Plus stuff. There's no creativity going on. There's no original ideas. I mean, when is that? Like, is Everest genuine? I'm genuinely curious. I think the last attraction that they made that was fully original was probably like Mystic Manor, and even that is basically another take on the Haunted Mansion. What are you doing, Disney? What are you doing? Meanwhile, Universal is genuinely changing the theme park game right now. They are genuinely like leaps and bounds ahead of Disney. It's not even funny. I mean, that Jurassic World attraction, like even beyond the Indominus Rex, has some super impressive animatronics. Obviously, animatronics pretty much all the way through. The one really heavy screen effect that they do have in that ride with the Molossasaurus is genuinely looks impressive in its own right, because guess what, Disney? This is a thing you can do. You can blend screens with practical effects. If a Mosasaurus on the screen looks like it's jumping into the water, have some water go up over the edge. It's that simple. It's that level of physical tangibility and immersion that makes theme park attractions. Cosmic Rewind is a Six Flags coaster in a fucking box. And I feel like at this point, I'm just repeating myself. It's utterly embarrassing for Disney, honestly. Like, they are just, I'm just done. I genuinely don't know what's going to get me back to Disney at this point. Like, the next time I go to SoCal is most likely going to be if Knott's Berry Farm does indeed open that Giga Coaster. And guess what? I don't give a shit about going to Disneyland at that point, because Knott's is going to have world-class attractions, world-class coasters, and attractions that actually have animatronics in them. What a concept! Animatronics, robots, things that move, things that are physical, that you can reach out and tangibly touch and feel and interact with. Not this screen bullshit. God. If I wanted to see fucking Peter Quill on a screen, I would open Disney Plus on my laptop. Good day, sir. You lose. You fall.